Hi, I'm Chelsea from the Los Angeles Maritime Institute, and we're here today to talk about navigation. What is navigation? That's a great question. I'm glad you asked. Navigation is the art and science of finding where we are and where we want to go. So some common things that you're going to work with navigation is finding your location. We use latitude and longitude. That is this invisible grid system that encircles the Earth, and by combining a latitude point and a longitude point, you can find your position anywhere on the globe. For example, here in Los Angeles, we are in 33 degrees and 118 degrees. That it forms a cross of right where we are. Of course, if we were supposed to find a specific position, we'd have to get a little more accurate than that. It starts with a big thing of degrees, but if we divide that down, we get into minutes and then points of minutes. So now you know where you are. You might want to know where you're going. We use a compass for that. Looks just like the compass you're probably familiar with, except on our paper 2D version of the Earth, it's not going to move. It's set in one position. If you take a look at this, there is an outside circle with a little star pointing north, and then there's an inside circle with an arrow pointing north as well. Why are they both pointing north? Why are they different? Also a great question. I'm glad you asked. The star points to true north, which is probably what you're thinking of when you think of north, directly over the North Pole. The arrow actually points to magnetic north, which is kind of somewhere over Canada, and it's what our compasses are actually pointing to. We differentiate them because if you are traversing over a long distance, it can really change what direction you are going. So a heading in boat terms is directions. Remember, the compass is broken up into 360 degrees, and you can choose to go any one of those degrees. Let's say you wanted to go southwest. That would be between 180 and 270. So let's say like 200 degrees, and that would be your heading. So not on the chart, but a useful tool that you are going to use is the parallel rulers. So say you made a point in one place, but the compass is way over there. You find your heading on the compass, and then you use the parallel rulers to walk your heading over to your point, and then you can draw your line. When using distance on a chart and on a boat, you use something called a nautical mile. This is actually a little different than a normal mile because it's a little longer. How we get this measure is with our latitude lines. If you take 1 degree of latitude, it's a very large amount of space, and you divide that up into 60 units, or how far you can travel in an hour, minutes. Each time that you can travel 1 minute is 1 nautical mile. So how do we actually use these nautical miles? We measure them with our dividers. If you've ever seen the Pirates of the Caribbean and wondered what he was doing with the walking, he is actually using navigation techniques. So starting at the point we found, turning into the heading that we want to go at, we can take our dividers and we can then find our distance. Boom, 3 nautical miles. Simple as that. Now, if we know our distance and we know how fast we are going, we can find how long it will take us to get anywhere. So that's it for basic navigation. If you want to know more, because there's lots, check out lamitopsail.org.